Now, it's a case that has haunted New York for more than 4 decades now, and it's heading back to court again. Prosecutors in Manhattan say that they're going to retry Pedro Hernandez, the man who was previously convicted of killing 6-year-old Eitan Patz, a little Jewish boy whose disappearance in New York City in 1979 became one of America's most famous missing child cases. Hernandez was first convicted in 2017 for murder and kidnapping, but that conviction was overturned earlier this year. That's because judges ruled that the jury had been given improper instructions, a technicality that essentially wiped out years of legal proceedings and reopened deep wounds for Eitan's family. So now the Manhattan District Attorney's Office says that it's ready to go again. In a letter to the court, prosecutors said that the available admissible evidence still supports moving forward and that they are prepared to retry Hernandez on the same charges. That would be second-degree murder and first-degree kidnapping. Now, just some background here. Little Eitan Patz disappeared on May 25th of 1979. It was the first day that his mother let him walk alone to his school bus stop in Soho. He never made it there, and it ended up sparking a major investigation. In fact, Eitan's face became one of the first ever printed on milk cartons nationwide in the United States, really symbolizing the start of America's missing children movement and sparking major changes in how parents thought about safety. Now, Hernandez, who is 64 years old at this point, was working at a nearby convenience store at the time of Patz's disappearance. He later confessed to luring Eitan into the basement and strangling him, but his lawyers say that that confession was false and that it was coerced. And they point to his low IQ, mental illness, and hours of unrecorded police questioning. The problem is that with no physical evidence ever found, the confession is the cornerstone of the case, and that is what makes this retrial so controversial. Eitan's family has long said that they just want closure. His father once called Hernandez's conviction some measure of justice for their wonderful little boy, but that justice has now been undone. And unless a jury is seated by June 1st, Hernandez could even be released from prison. So this is really a story that changed how America protects its kids. And clearly, 45 years later, it is still not over.